so after you have assembled your shelf on the computer, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take each of the parts that you have, and each of those parts, you're fine, is going to go into a drawing. Okay, you need to put them into a drawing. Then you are going to make a bill of materials. So this bill of materials, yours is not necessarily going to look just like the example that I'm showing. Okay? This particular person, their shelf had a top and bottom. It had sides and it had dividers. Okay? So for their top and bottom, they needed 2. They were 24 inches in length, and they were 7 1/4 wide, and they were 3/4 of an inch thick. For each piece, you are going to put the length, the width, and the thickness. And this is your bill of materials. That bill of materials then needs to be put into a lumber order. I want you to assume that we are ordering 8-foot pieces of lumber. Okay? So this third number is always going to be an 8. If you're using 3/4 inch lumber, this first number is always going to be a 1. But you got to do the math to add up your total length to see how many you're going to need. And some of you will need multiple pieces. Like you might need one 1x4x8. You might need one 1x6x8. You're not necessarily going to have a 1x8x8 here. Okay, this is going to be different for each student. So don't take the example and copy it. I've had students do that before. This is specific to your shelf. Questions on that? Okay, what don't you understand? Okay, so on your shelf, yes, you're going to start by making drawings, and then those drawings should give you information. So, for each of your parts. So, if I was doing, put your shirt down. Put it down. Tough, put it down. If I was doing this for the crate, and I was calling this rail 1, and rail 2, rail 3, actually, maybe a better way, if we were doing the crate, this would be top 16, top 12, middle 16. So how many top 16s did you need? So this quantity would be 2. What was the length? What was the width? 3.5. What was the thickness? Okay, the top 12. You need 2 of those. They were 12 inches. Do you get the idea? But you're doing this for your shelf. So like on Mitchell's, you're going to have somewhere you'll have a ×1, like a backboard, ×1, length 17, width 17, length 11, or the opposite, and your thickness is only going to be 1/4 inch. Right, so like in the case of yours, in the case of Jason's, I think Jason, like you have little hooks on yours, right? But are they truly going to be pegs or are they hooks? Right, like a metal hook, right? So you would put metal hook, how many you want, and then take a picture off of like Amazon or something, or Lowe's. I can't promise that you'll get the exact same hook, but you specify what you want. You what? Well, a peg is different than a hook. But yes, if it's a peg, then yes. Other questions? All right, so those of you watching this remotely, you can hear the students were asking questions in class, and I tried to answer those. If you have questions about your shelf, you need to ask as well. Feel free to send me an email, please. So your bill of materials, I'll give you an estimate on a due date. We are probably looking at Wednesday the 7th is probably when this is due. But there will be other work that I will be building on after Easter break. Okay, so it's wise to go ahead and get this work done. Good luck. Have fun.